The number of people smuggling cannabis into the United Kingdom from Thailand has risen sharply since Thailand decriminalized cannabis. Thailand is now ranked as the top source country for illegal cannabis smuggling into the UK. Mark Gooding, the UK ambassador to Thailand, has voiced concerns about this issue.
Well, we are very concerned about this. As you say, the volume of cannabis being smuggled into the UK and seized by the UK authorities at airports has gone up very quickly. So a couple of years ago, this really wasn't a big issue for people arriving from Thailand in the UK. And then from the beginning of this year, we've had probably between about 5 and 10 seizures per week at British airports of cannabis. And that's risen to up to about 35 seizures per week.
Right.
And on an average week now, again, starting from very, very limited quantities, we've gone up to usually half a tonne or 500 kilograms of cannabis being seized on average at British airports every single week. And on some weeks, it's close to double that, so that the volumes have gone up very significantly. And I think before we saw quite a lot of cannabis being sent by mail, by freight, so we've been working for some time to combat that, but the volume of people trying to carry cannabis into the UK through UK airports is what's gone really very quickly, so we're trying to tackle that with the Thai authorities.
As the number of people smuggling cannabis rises dramatically, the UK's National Crime Agency warned tourists last October about the risk of imprisonment under the UK law for smuggling cannabis from Thailand, Canada, and the United States. The ambassador pointed out that criminal groups have targeted countries where cannabis possession is legal, with Thailand being one of them.
And I would say that this is the phenomenon is, I think, the organised crime groups are targeting countries where cannabis is legal, so it's easy to get a hold of and maybe cheaper to bring it into the UK to be sold illegally. So that's the trend we're seeing. So I do think Thailand is being actively targeted at the moment.
This year, British airport authorities have seized 184 cases of cannabis smuggling into the UK. In some instances, the cannabis was hidden inside luggages. Additionally, criminal groups have advertised free trips to Thailand in exchange for smuggling cannabis back to the UK. This highlights the importance of collaboration between Thai and UK authorities to prevent the flow of cannabis into the UK.
Looking ahead, I already asked you about what the major points that UK authorities and Thailand authorities can work together to tackle these particular problems.
Well, I think, as I say, the scanning is a big one to make sure that shipments of cannabis are identified, whether it's at the airport or at a port. Knowing what action to take and agreeing what action can take through the law to do that. I think communications is really big as well. So we're speaking today on this interview, but actually making sure that people understand the risks of doing this. And the first is to understand the law on both sides. And what is absolutely clear is that it is illegal in Thailand to smuggle cannabis out of Thailand. And what is also clear is that it is illegal in the UK to smuggle cannabis into the UK. So anybody who does this is breaking the law. And in the UK, if you smuggle the cannabis into the UK, the maximum penalty can be up to 14 years in prison. So these are very serious cases. They have heavy sentences.